Okay, let's do this question.
Here we go. Get some energy. Go.
Ask me. Ask Eliza anything. It's time to ask. Ask me all your questions.
Loading up these episodes. Loading these sods.
Ew, sods. Every time
When I
I
tell what?
No, mine's going to be really bad. You go.
Let me guess. Every time I find a bug, I put him in a box. I make him my partner. Was it about bugs?
It wasn't about bugs. I would say ever since I've been sick and we've been recording the episodes, every time you come on, I've wanted to go, hello, Salem. My name's Winifred. What's yours? And I don't know why. And you know what that's from?
Hocus Pocus.
Bette Midler. I've just had that one sentence in my head.
That's weird.
And I keep saying it to myself.
Mine was about bugs.
Okay, what's yours about bugs? Is it
Our
the
house
ants? They're carrying you away?
Yep. And they crawled into the dog food.
Rude.
It's rude. And it's like, okay. And they make these perfect little lines coming in from the lawn.
It's something very creepy.
I respect them. I'm glad that they're just sugar ants, but it's untenable. And it's like, you're allowed to exist. But when you start making lines and coming in at like 405 traffic into my home, you've got to go.
Yeah.
We make this like orange spray that's okay for you to step in, but it does kill them on site, which is wild. The power of oranges.
I use the diatomaceous earth, and it's wildly satisfying.
We use that too, but then it gets everywhere. It's not great. And it's just because it's so fucking hot, and global warming is real. Even the animals know it.
The ants are coming inside. I mean,
it's just like a season of like a few weeks out of the year when LA isn't on fire that the ants they come inside. Like there's always like a horrible season. I think it's pretty crazy everywhere. Not St. Louis though. Other than their tornadoes, seems like a pretty great place to live.
Yeah, you don't have that many bugs in LA. There weren't the big roaches we get down here.
I'm sure there are somewhere. We do have these things called never-see-ems. It's like little things that bite you and you can't see them, like in your home.
What?
Yeah. Just
that
like these
sounds
invisible,
like that's for crazy people.
Invisible micro mosquitoes. Anyway.
Oh my God.
So we're here. We're doing this episode. I'm finding you on your way to work. You're at your nurse break. You're nursing on a break. You're getting your PhD. You're studying. I wonder how many people listen versus how many people watch these videos.
I think most people listen. I still don't. I have podcasts I love and they have video components, and I'm sure the videos are great, but that's not the space in which I experience a podcast.
Yeah, I think there just reaches a point where you're just like, I kind of don't care. Like it would be one thing if it was like, we love these and we have a lot of evidence and you're growing your audience by hundreds of thousands. I'd be like, okay, let's put some energy toward this. But I do think a lot of content now is like, just do everything and hope something blows up. And it's like counterpoint. I would like to be making art and being with my family and breathing. So we'll make the podcast, but it's going to be a minute before I get the camera back out so you can see exactly how many freckles are on my face with a higher resolution.
Oh my God. You do have a nice camera usually. This is okay. Again, it's like they know what you look like. You're not showing off like a...
Here's the deal. I got home from this movie. I had 4 full days at home before I had to pack up my life and head to Eastern Europe. So no one's asking, no one's angry, but I am doing the absolute best I can with the mental bandwidth I have, not being a male comic with no children or whose wife does all the work.
Yeah, so you don't have a man cave you've turned into a podcast studio.
I mean, this office is basically my man cave. It's got all my fan stuff. Noah's side of the office is completely blank. There's like 2 cookbooks.
Oh.
And I'm like, I need your shelf space.
You're taking his shelves?
He's fine. We did made a little video that did really well on Instagram. You know how there's always like those couples challenges?
Oh no, you bullied Noah into one?
Barely. We were in St. Louis and I saw the one that was like, it's like, think fast, I'm a random girl. To like test your boyfriend or husband, like would he cheat on you? The internet is mostly bored couples and women trying to prove how hot their husbands are. Like seeing if I can outrun my Navy SEAL husband. It's like, you fucking better not be able to. He shouldn't be a Navy SEAL.
Has he lost a leg?
I just think so much of it is like deeply coded as like weird foreplay, like seeing if my 8-foot tall husband can reach something I can't. Like, we get it. You fuck hot. Like, what is the subtext of these? And like, that's going to be pretty humiliating. It's like, I wrestled my husband to the ground. I broke his neck. And I'm the dominant one. Trad wife.
I want to see that video.
So I tried doing them with Noah at board in a hotel room, and he was just like, what is the point of this? And I'm like, totally. I don't know. The point is to make content. Hope you blow up. I don't know.
Having to ask your husband, who is so like, he's online, but he's so offline. Like, he's aware of things, but he's so unaffected. Having to ask him to do a trend is that, I mean, that's true love that he's willing to do it with you.
He just sat there. But I also ask him knowing that I'm going to get the Noah response, which is the best part, because he's like, this is so, like, we did the one where it's like we each have on a sock and you try to get the other person's sock. He's like, I'm 6'1", 200 pounds and I wrestled in high school. I can get a sock off my wife. Like, what are we trying to prove?
Right, like taking a sock from a baby. Like, what's the...
I put my sock on him and he was like, try to get this horse insemination sleeve off my wife. Anyways, we'll share that at some point. I also have done a variety of the couple's TikTok trends with one of my co-stars from the movie to see how graceful I could be, because a lot of them were like acrobatic, and we will release those. Toot sweet.
Okay, that's fun.
They're called couples trends because it's this idea that like only your husband could ever physically touch you. And it's like, counterpoint, I don't cheat on my husband, so it's okay if another man holds my shoulders. Have I lost you did I lose you when I said man?
No, I'm just thinking.
Okay, well, don't, because it's taking a really long time and you have other things to do.
What do I have to do?
This is radio. Like, you can't just think and go dead. And then I'm like, hello. And you're like, I'm just thinking.
Let's all take a second.
Well, head on over to BetterHelp. Are you okay?
Yeah.
All right. Heavy breathing while you're thinking. You're actually sleeping. You're like, no, I'm praying.
I was recording videos of some snake skin I found in my yard, and I've been sick. And to hear in the video, I'm like...
That's how I sound all the time.
Because I'm just like, oh no.
We've gotten that feedback about me breathing.
Oh, on the podcast?
I think I'm going to get that sinus surgery where they like remove half your sinuses.
Remove them. You need
I have
those.
to wear a Breathe Right strip, and it's like rough.
I love when you see the ads that I'm sure don't work, of like the ones that are magnet. And it just goes, they're like level 5, and it opens your nose so wide that it's like,
Counterpoint, like you still have to buy the little strips that glue onto your nose for that thing to magnetize too. So I'm like, I'm just going to use the Breathe Right strips. Not buying another thing.
So it's not like it magnetizes to your flesh.
I already bought that Pola, Pola, like that infrared teeth whitening thing. And it for sure told me to do a setting that was the incorrect setting. And there's different kinds of gel, and they don't really tell you. Like, it's all fucking bullshit. Everything is a subscription, buy a thing, get a USB-C charger. Everything comes with a charger.
Wires. I know.
Like, we know you need it, but here, it's only 3 inches. Good luck charging your dildo close to the outlet.
What I did the other day for my nose is I just...
Should have said vibrator. That was gross.
Yeah, you need to be more accurate. I just rolled up some toilet paper. I stuck it up there like in the middle of the night, and I just left it up there to open up some space, to clear some space. I just put it in there. Like, this'll hold it open. I made my own dam.
I'm sorry. I zoned out after dildo, and then I come back to you being like, this'll hold it open. I made my own dam.
All right, let's help people. This is
fine.
Off the rails.
Obviously, we're qualified.
Very qualified. Hi, Liza, Emily, and crew. I have a situation that recently came up in my job. As I'm writing this, I'm totally picturing / hearing Emily's voice reading it in my head. I wonder what the people picture. I am a new
just
employee.
Like a Care Bear. A Care Bear.
I have to tell you, I do have to tell you something about something, an opinion of me. I was waiting in the MARTA station to go home after Dragon Con. Okay, I'd taken my badge off. I was just wearing a t-shirt and a hat, standing with my dad. A woman comes up to me and goes, "Do you like cats?" And I'm like,
she could smell you.
Yes. And she goes, "Would you like one?" And opens a bag and had all these little crocheted cats in it.
Oh,
like
I thought they were real cats. Okay.
And I'm like, "Oh, yes, thank you." But here's what made me feel so insane. I was like, "I have 2 cats." And she's like, "Okay." You came up to me with a bag of treats and asked if I like cats. And now I'm trying to talk to you about cats and you're not interested. So I look like she walks away and my dad's like, she really got you. Like, what? How'd
It's
she
funny
know?
to me that someone who is probably on a spectrum of sorts, or just a little off, walks up to you, opens up a bag of cats, and your first thought is like, I need to form a bond with this person.
They're giving me a free cat. I
Did you
need
take
a
one?
toy.
Did you take
Yes.
one? Let me see it. Prove it.
Okay, you want me to go get it?
Oh, it's not under your shirt? Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Okay, are you ready?
Yeah. What is that? You got to save this for Patreon, actually. Oh, that's cute.
So
She's like, the whiskers are made from my pubic hair, harvested
There were
in the shower.
there were multiple like colors, like there were orange ones and whatever. Different eyes, and it has a
We got to
little.
up the energy here. This is all your fault. Like, we got to up this energy. It's too many spaces. People rely on us. Give me the questions. I'll read it. You can take a nap.
Let me go back
I'll
to
just
questions.
do everyone's job per usual.
You wanted me to go get this cat.
I thought it would be quick, and I thought it would be. I didn't realize you'd pass out while showing me.
I had to go up and down the stars. I'm so tired
Oh my
and
God, I'm
unwell.
sorry. I'm sorry. All right.
I'm a new employee who has worked at my current job for about 4 months. I'm doing my best to learn as much as possible, and when I do get tasks to complete, I always get it done fairly quickly and efficiently. That said, my boss is definitely what I call more hands-off. There's been no real training, and most days she barely speaks to me. A couple weeks ago, I had an emergency in my apartment where there was a leak and a major stain on my ceiling because of it. The leak was ongoing for a few weeks until property management was finally able to pinpoint the problem. However, during that time, I had to switch my remote days for a couple weeks due to the fact that I need to be home to meet plumbers, property managers, contractors, etc. My boss gave me a hard time about it and was not very understanding. She even said, just don't make a habit out of it, which I found a bit rude and dismissive. I said I would come in the office on Thursday instead, which I did, but I spent a lot of the day in a breakout room as opposed to at my desk for some peace and quiet during Zoom calls and to concentrate on my work.
I hate the term breakout. Like, we'll have so much energy and excitement. We just got to break out into fun groups and talk about all the info we just gathered. Oh, I got to break free. Oh, I got to talk about corporate policy. I got to break out.
They have a room in my office called like a quiet room. And I'm like, that's just like for crying, right? You know what I mean? Like,
Just for breastfeeding and crying, right?
yeah.
Okay.
Well, the following Monday, she called me into her office and accused me of not coming in on Thursday like I said I would, and even said, if you can't be here, I'll find someone else who can be, which felt unprofessional and threatening.
Yeah.
I was so taken aback by that comment, I got tongue-tied. Didn't even tell her I was there on Thursday. I was just in a breakout room for most of the day. It also feels a bit creepy and invasive that she somehow knew I wasn't there, or at least not at my desk, since Thursdays are usually her remote day. So either she came into the office that day specifically to see if I did in fact come in, which I think is creepy, or she had someone spy and report back to her if I was there or not. Also
Definitely.
creepy. I don't know if I'm in the wrong at all here. I'm dealing with a real home emergency. I was. Pieces of my ceiling were coming off. She couldn't have cared less. I just think it's odd that she's so concerned with where I am physically, with whether I am physically in the office or not, especially since she doesn't really seem to care about much else. And I honestly wonder if that threatening comment could be seen as harassment. Not sure what to do from here. Any thoughts are much appreciated. Thanks, Jen.
Well, Emily's the office guru
Okay.
because I know what I would do.
Well, I will say this. For some offices, it's like a real big priority to be seen in office. Like that's just a thing. You did nothing wrong here. I think she's being unreasonable if you don't make a habit of it. Some people just always have an excuse as to why they weren't somewhere. It doesn't sound like that's you. This was a legitimate thing, but you have to treat going into the office as like this side quest of make sure you get FaceTime with people, make sure people see you. You're there not even to get your job done, but for people to know you're there. And that's stupid, but that's what a lot of management it looks at right now. It's
By
dumb.
the way, somebody probably just passed by your desk at 9:01, didn't see you there because you were in the breakout room and never checked back. And now you're at the mercy of this idiot.
Look, take this as a lesson. It's not harassment. They can fire you for anything at any time. Basically, you're probably
Not in
at will
California.
employment. Well,
But yes, what would bother me is being vilified and for something I didn't do. There's something missing here. She seems incredibly intolerant for if you are someone who has showed up every day, done your job, whatever. I also don't know what the job is. You're saying, you're like, hey, you don't even care. You don't even teach me stuff. She might be like, there's nothing to teach you right now. I don't know. I don't know the dynamic. I don't know the job. But you were there Thursday. Were you there all Thursday? Why do I feel like you weren't?
Sounds like she was, but she was just away from her desk.
I don't know. But let's say you were. Let's say you were there all day. You need to walk into her office. Hey, on your Monday or whatever it is you're supposed to be like, just dropping in to say good morning. I felt like last week was a little weird. I just want to clear up. This was an emergency at my house. We don't need to go into the details. I appreciate you giving me the time off, but I do need you to know. And there's got to be a way to verify, like a time card, security camera, whatever. I was here all day Thursday and I was in the breakout room because X, Y, and Z. And she'll be like, I don't care. And you'd be like, okay. And then you can put it on her. Be like, I would love to have a weekly check-in with you. Like, I always want you to know that I take my job seriously and that I'm doing my job. Because you know what she won't want is you checking in with her every week or you knocking on her door every morning to be like, just saying I'm here.
Yeah.
But you've been accused of not doing your job fully. I don't know why. I feel like maybe you don't, and you're looking for us to validate that doing it at 80% is okay. But let's say you've always shown up and you had this one emergency and you swapped that one day. Her response is unhinged. She sounds mentally checked out anyway, so you got to check her back in and let her know you are not the one that tabs need to be kept on.
My ceiling once had a leak and you let me go deal with it.
Yeah, I don't care. It's this weird corporate thing where we got to get every dollar out of everyone because we're barely paying them enough and we have to justify it. It's like, let people live their fucking lives.
Yeah, the more beholden you feel to a job, the more that you feel that a job doesn't respect you as like a human being, the more it's like you're going to give the bare okay, you want me to do this? The malicious compliance thing of, I will be there. I will be sitting right there. Not really going to get any critical thinking done because everybody else is here and they're all talking. And
you could just
stupid.
say that. Be like, it was so loud in the office. I sat in this room, and you need to say to her, I think you need to say like, I need the ability to get my job done at work. And if the office environment is not conducive to that, I need the flexibility to find a space in the office that does. Well, what's more important, that I'm here or that I'm working?
And you can't say that to her, but if I feel respected, it's like, and I need to go get something done during my day, then
ask her.
I'm going to wind up working late, like to get things done for my employer.
Put it on her. Be like, hey, I just want to kind of clear my name. I was here. I was actually here all day. If you were, which I don't think you were, but let's say you were. I was here all day.
So
I don't know.
her?
I just get that vibe. I was in the breakout room. I guess it got back to you that I wasn't here. And I never want to have that miscommunication because I take my job very seriously. So I would like to know, like in the future, what's the best way for you to know that I'm here, but that I can also get my work done. Like, put it to her. What's the best way? You want me to work in your office?
Do you want me to take a photo of today's newspaper at my desk?
No, I think there's a way, like, you're very subtly letting her know, like, hey, like, don't accuse me of something I didn't do and expect me to get my job done in a shitty way and expect me to show up. Like, what's the best way moving forward to always make sure that we're on the same page?
Yeah, but she's just, it's I get that frustration where you're like,
you got to say good morning to her every morning.
Yeah.
Knock, knock, knock. And make it an abrupt knock so she knows you're there. Talent was set.
She doesn't care how your job is going, but she wants you there. It's this kind of weird control that you're just like, ugh.
Maybe I'd love to do a weekly check-in. I have some questions. I would love to get your mentorship, your feedback. I'd love your home number. Are you free on Thursday for a drink? Are you free Monday for breakfast? Where do you work out? What's your blood type?
Oh, Eliza, in the Patreon, they're dropping a lot of Zagreb Pilates for you.
Oh, I was wondering if people were going to say anything. Yeah. Must find Pilates in Zagreb.
Backstabbing best friend. Hi, Eliza and Emily. I'm a huge fan of your stand-up and have started listening to the podcast this summer.
What took you so long?
We'll get to it. Right. I really love listening to your advice. I always listen to y'all while I bake. I'm hoping to buy tickets when you come to Dallas. I'm a 14-year-old female. So she shouldn't have been listening before.
You should just do it now. Go ahead. Hoping to. Just do it. Get your parents' credit card. Just go do it. Load up.
Do you have a Dallas show on the books right now?
I got 2.
Oh, okay.
It's in October. We have 2.
Bring your mom or dad. I'm about to go into my freshman year. Oh, they're in middle school. You're in middle school. Now I know.
Wow. We said We said some not cool things already on this podcast. Don't have listened to the beginning of this.
Ew.
Hey.
Now, I know friendships at the middle school / high school aren't really going to last for a long time, but I need your advice on my friendship.
Little 14-year-old baby baking. That's so cute. Wait, so you can use an oven, but you can't use your parents' credit card to buy tickets ahead of time?
My God, you're going to be taken to jail. Like, she encouraged children to use their parents' credit cards. Not that our listener is a child. You're
playing with fire.
So the high school is not a mix. My middle school is the only middle school that feeds into the high school. So I'm basically with the same kids. I was in a trio of friends way back in 6th grade. What's that, like 2 years ago? One of my friends came out as a trans man. Let's call them Will. I obviously supported, and I didn't know it then, I am a lesbian. The other girl, who is also queer, supported too. Let's call her Lily. In 8th grade, Will's mental health was really bad, and he also told us he was no longer trans. So she, formerly Will, started hanging out with more popular people, not speaking to us, and eventually just ghosted us entirely.
Okay, got it.
After that, me and Lily became super close. We had a lot of classes together and talked about anything and everything. We'd sometimes disagree, but we worked it out with mature conversations. Near the end of 8th grade year, I introduced her to some of my theater friends. She immediately became incredibly close with one girl we can call Alice. Alice is the one other lesbian in the grade, so her and I are friends to a certain degree. However, Alice is insane. Alice has sent emails to friends cussing them out over simply not liking them. She's super untrustworthy and a big gossip. Her and I also didn't like each other for a while because she did crazy stuff and was awful to me. We're talking, she outed me to half the grade. Well, you don't need to be friends with this Alice.
Well, she doesn't have a choice. When that small, like Alice is just like in your life and has a mental health issue and you've just got to deal with it because you're so young. Go on.
And now the twist. Now Lily and her are best friends. So our question asker's best friend is now best friends with this girl, Alice. While school was still in, Lily would ditch me to hang out with Alice, and when summer came, the only time she would text me was to tell me something about her and Alice. Two of them would also play pranks on me just so I could be a punchline. Lily also told Alice some stuff about me that I really didn't want her knowing. Not only that, but whenever I talked about stuff going on in my life, she lost interest. For example, I have severe heart problems, and my immediate family recently stopped speaking to my extended family, which is a whole other mess that would have been perfect for writing in about LOL. I talked to Lily about how I felt like a third wheel, how it felt like our friendship didn't matter to her. Yeah. She said she had no idea about all the damage she did, and she was really sorry. I thought we had a good conversation, but I still felt unsatisfied, like I couldn't trust her. And I still honestly hated the fact that she was friends with Alice. I've removed a lot of toxic people from my life. I don't want Alice to still be part of it.
You shouldn't have toxic people this young.
In the 8th grade. Especially because Lily knew everything Alice did in the past. I know people can change, but I've known Alice for a long time and she's still super immature. I really just can't afford to have bad friends. I don't want to waste my time on people that don't care. I know I should move on because Lily was my best friend, but I just don't trust her anymore. And I feel like maybe the friendship isn't even worth salvaging. What should I do about the friendship? How should I act around both of them when I see them? I'd love to hear your thoughts. And thank you so much, Big Sisters.
Ugh, it's so hard because girls
I need to share the sign off.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
Please don't share my name. They're not kind enough people to listen to this podcast, but you can never be too careful.
That's very sweet.
That's very sweet. We love
Little
you, question
girls
asker.
Can't be in groups of 3.
No,
because 2 always gang up on 1. It's
any
just
girls
what
of any age. Adult girls can't be in groups of 3, really.
It's
not for
gonna
extended
happen.
periods of time.
Alice is going to go through a lot. Maybe she'll come out as not gay. Maybe she is gay. But regardless of her sexual orientation, she's shitty. And she's probably going through some weird stuff at home. And you don't need to be a part of it. You sound like you sound like a sweet, sensitive girl. And you've got your head on straight. And we lose friends, especially this time of life. Going from middle school to high school is when people start to assume their new identities, transform, reaffirm who they are, explore, whatever. This is your time to do those things as well. And Lily might come back to you, and it sucks and it hurts because you were ditched, and you were ditched not even for someone cooler, just for a total lunatic.
For someone you don't like. Ugh.
Maybe these 2 are gay together. Maybe Lily is just attracted to strong women. Who knows? It doesn't actually matter. So you told Lily. The fact is you told Lily how you felt, and it doesn't matter to her because she doesn't care about being your friend enough. And Alice is a psycho. Just avoid them. And I would invest your time and energy in your theater friends, other friends, finding value in other kids. Maybe some kids got super hot over the summer and now they're going to be cool in high school. You cannot afford to spend time jumping through mental hurdles for Alice, who one day will have a mental breakdown and treat you like her best friend. Like she is not, and here's your term, emotionally safe. You do not need to hang out with them. Remove yourself. And maybe in doing so, Lily will be like, oh no, where'd my nice friend go? And she'll come crawling back. But that's not why you're doing it. You're doing it to seek higher ground. This is when you evolve, make better friends, and move on. It fucking hurts. Growing up hurts. High school hurts. And it's not going to stop hurting until you're about 35.
Alice is going to turn. Lily, I also don't think...
Lily sounds lame.
Lily's lame. She's not doing this to hurt you. She doesn't have the emotional maturity to know how to navigate this.
Hurricane Alice.
Yes. Alice is a strong personality. She's been pulled into that gravitational orbit. She's not doing this to hurt you, but that doesn't mean you have to put up with it.
I am very much... Did this person give us a name?
No.
I'm very much like you. I do not do well around, I mean, super strong people. I kind of just get quiet. I don't ever, even though people think I'm strong, like I don't need to suck the energy out of a room. And if someone has got like a big crazy friend, like I just let them do that. It's not worth fighting for this. This happened to me in middle school and I lost my best friend and I kept checking in and she's like, no, it's fine. And then I went to a different high school and it was like, peace out. I don't care. So focus on school, which is your job. Focus on the things that make you happy, making new friends. And it will all, I promise you, it will all crystallize. 6 months from now, you'll have new friends, new hobbies, and things that you're into. Don't even worry about it.
Things change so quickly. You'll be totally fine. You're a smart, sensitive person. You're so accepting of others.
Yeah, we are validating that it hurts and it sucks.
Yes.
It never feels good to be rejected and you miss your friend, especially at this age. Your friendships run so strong. She's got all the secrets. And by the way, the secrets that you're talking about, your family, these are all things that are very important to you because they're happening to you, but it's not that big of a deal.
Mm-mm.
You know, you've got heart problem. People have got stuff to deal with. You know, I'm not saying that you can't have very serious stuff happen to you, but your secrets seem so massive to you because your life is so little. You know, you're in middle school, you're in high school, you haven't traveled the world, you haven't left home. So it's valid that you feel this way, but nothing she's going to share with anyone is going to make or break anything you do. You didn't tell her, you know, anything truly horrible.
Yeah, you're okay.
You're okay.
Thanks for writing in and thanks for listening.
Thanks for buying tickets. Tell your parents to get the expensive ones or look like they don't love you. Go on.
Oh my God. That you're really sad because your friends are mean and these tickets will cheer you up.
Female comic treats 14-year-old like colleague. Speaks to her like an adult.
Okay, let's do confessions because I have one. Okay, sometimes this happened. Sometimes I don't wash my silverware as frequently as I should and I leave it in the sink.
Are you having a stroke?
And then in the sink, it gets so gross that the dishwasher can't take care of it. So I throw it out and buy new silverware.
God, you're an idiot.
Maybe once every 3 years it happens.
Wash your fucking dishes, Emily. Why am I so mad at you today?
You're so mad.
It's because you're so weak.
Because I'm so weak. You can't help but it's a primal part of you senses it.
That's true. I mean, honestly, who among us hasn't been like, you know what? I bled onto this underwear. I don't have the energy to wash it. I'm just going to throw it away.
Throw it away. Things happen.
I'm doing the best I can.
I'm doing my confession not anonymously. That's me.
This morning threw out a pair of underwear. There's nothing, it was filled with holes and it was a pair of Calvin Klein, like bikini brief, whatever, that were so cute. I bought them when I met Noah. So I've had them since like 2017. So that's a pretty good run. And they just got a bunch of holes. And I was like, this doesn't make me feel pretty. And it's about to rip in half. So it's got to go.
Starting out your sentence with, yeah, I had to throw out underwear because they were filled with
bugs.
Holes is not the first thing I thought of.
They were filled with holes.
A turd
From my
or
butt growing and shrinking back down.
Okay. Other people's confessions. Here's a confession that doesn't involve poop or toothbrushes. Please keep me anonymous. I've worked in several departments in film and television for over 15 years, up and down the West Coast, from San Diego to northern British Columbia. Union film work in Vancouver is highly competitive, intensely unrealistic expectations during insanely long hours and diverse weather conditions. Bullying is frequent and awful, especially on later seasons of long-running popular cable CW genre dramas.
Let's get specific.
The mistreatment and shit rolls downhill mentality was horrific, but for brevity, I won't get into specifics. Early in my career, I was doing on-set costumes, so the woman I was assisting was a massive bitch. She also had an allergy to peppers. Towards the end of a 10-month run of a big superhero show, after I developed an ulcer and nightmares because of this woman, think endless insults during lots of dumb stunts in the rain at 4 a.m., I couldn't take her bullying anymore. I started sprinkling crushed chili flakes in all of her gear like her rain boots and fleece jacket. She would wear this stuff for 10 plus hours while we worked, depending on the conditions. She never ingested any of it, so she wasn't in danger, but she developed some weird rashes, itched excessively for a few weeks, freaked the fuck out constantly, and ended up throwing away a ton of expensive weather gear, easily a few $1,000s. She sometimes texts me to come work with her, but I've never responded. She never found out. I have zero regrets.
Okay. I mean, you could have killed her, but that's cool. I don't know about physical retaliation for mental abuse, but then again, people freak out. I don't know. There's no excuse to be anything other than professional, especially like we're not saving lives here. We're costuming. And that means her department head or the person or her unit production manager was awful to her, whomever. People are rarely just awful for no reason on their own. But it always is nice to know you made someone's day a little bit more miserable when they're horrible to you. And the fact that she's texted you to come work for her means like she had no idea. Counterpoint, she was normal. You're too sensitive. You poisoned a normal person.
I might want to poison a normal person, though.
I believe you have a list.
I just always think of in Romeo and Michelle when Janine Garofalo as Heather Mooney finds out like, oh my God, I made your life miserable. I thought people just made my life miserable, but I made your life miserable. And she's like weirdly pumped about that. Like, oh, I was mean to someone.
That's like, what's the show where she realized
30
she was
Rock.
the bully? In 30 Rock, where Liz Lemon was the bully. I get that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I can't really endorse that, but that's a good confession.
We like hearing it. And then, okay, here's a more classic one we'll round it out with. I have a boomer uncle who forwards emails to everyone he knows. Whatever his fringe interest of the moment is, dumb joke threads, especially newsletters from extreme conspiracy crap that's full of hate and phobias. I usually just ignore it, but sometimes the subject line is offensive. After a while, I'd had enough. It's stuff like sovereign citizens, replacement theory, Islamophobic baiting, anti-Semitic, LGBTQ targeting, anti-vax propaganda, even QAnon at one point. Just about anything they use to
just
distract.
hates everyone.
Right. It's exhausting.
This guy's really covering all the bases.
So he's subscribed to all these newsletters and loves to forward them to all his family members. Turns out if the entire email is directly forwarded to you, when you scroll down and hit the unsubscribe button in the email, it's a live link still pointed towards the forwarder, in this case, my uncle. I don't usually bother opening his emails, but anytime I can tell it's a newsletter, I go in and unsubscribe him.
Wait,
it's
oh, so you unsubscribe him.
Yeah, so the link is specific to his email address. Yeah. Abadouitz says COVID in the days of QAnon when I couldn't take it anymore. I feel like I'm protecting him from himself and have no regrets.
Yeah, because chances are he's not following up like, oh, where's my 6 million wasn't enough newsletter blast?
Right. Exactly. He gets enough hate that he's like, he's not missing one. Like,
well,
okay, I got the anti-Semitic. I got the anti-LGBTQ. Where's my anti-Islam newsletter?
I also feel like those, as the recipient of not so much those, but like a lot of mom's friends' emails, which will have occasionally like an enlightened point of view in them, but it's formatted in like papyrus and like one long column. Like there's no like cohesive understanding of like the way something should look to make someone want to read it.
Yeah.
I just don't respond. And there's enough of them that I'm never called to task. Like, hey, did you read Gary's 5-page referendum on immigration? I'm like, nope. Because it was in Pink Times New Roman.
If an email isn't in the
Pink
normal,
Helvetica.
if it's not in the normal
Times New Roman's
font
normal.
and color, then I'm not going to read it. Something's wrong with
I
you.
know that emojis and colors are designed to like grab you and be like, ooh, but when I see too many, like we got an email from my kid's school the other day and it was formatted so that the columns just kind of came down, like they were super thin columns of text and they were in bright green. And I was like, is this the cover art for The Matrix? Like, why are these paragraphs so long and thin?
Right. What's everyone doing?
What's everyone doing?
What's everyone doing?
It's also like when people are like, here's a toolkit in a PDF. And it's like, it's almost like the easier you try to make it look, the more. I'm like, if you're bolding and highlighting and underlining, I'm already upset. It's like when you tell me to park in a parking structure, I'm like, you've lost me.
And I think I make things too complicated sometimes because I think ahead because I'm like, okay, if I'm giving someone social copy, it is so annoying to have to copy paste from a PDF, right? But some people prefer a PDF. So I'm like, here's a PDF and a Word doc. So you can copy paste from a Word doc, but also the Word doc looks worse if you're just looking at it. Like, it's just, I'm just like, sorry.
Even hearing you describe it is so upsetting.
You're shutting down. Okay.
I'm shutting down, like
Oh,
internally. Okay.
Eliza and Emily.
What?
As a big sister, I'm turning to you for adopted big sister wisdom.
We are big sister.
I'm 34 and getting divorced after 13 years together. He moved out in April, but it was a few years in the making. And after therapy and really being with myself, I feel ready to move on to my next chapter. I want to have kids, so I would like to find a partner, but I also have been with my ex since I was 20.
Want to fuck around a little bit.
And I'm kind of interested in dating casually.
Oh, yeah. Let's get into it.
Also, I'm not yet divorced, and I know how I'd view a man in this exact situation. He's not over
the
his
same.
ex, they aren't done, et cetera, et cetera.
It's okay.
How would you approach this? Thanks for your insights, Tori. Signed her
How-
name, Tori.
Tori, how not divorced are you? Is this like we're signing it in 2 weeks? Is this his stuff is out of the house? Is this you are separated and it's in the works? Like emotionally, where are you? And legally, where are you?
Yeah.
It's not the same because look, everybody cheats. I'm sorry.
Excuse you?
Cheating and lying know no gender. So even though men get the bad rap for like, oh, I'm leaving my wife, I swear. That happens only because men tend to have more power in a relationship, right? Let's pretend that you are getting a divorce, you want to be divorced, you don't want to be with this person, it's over, and it's just for legalities and red tape is just taking a minute. I think you be super upfront, and someone that's into you, that trusts you, will trust you on that journey. If you're not hiding anything, it's like you want to say divorce, but you would hate to date someone and you're 3 dates in and then you're like, I'm actually not divorced, because that feels like you're deceiving them deliberately. But you're not talking about a relationship. You just want to have a good time.
Yeah.
So it actually doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So you can go ahead and be honest, and someone else who's looking for a good time won't care. If a guy, especially because you're a girl, if a guy just wants to have sex with you, he's not going to care who you are financially attached to. Huh? Noah says he'll do it. Noah goes, "I'll do it."
I just think they, it depends where you're at. Like, yeah, how you're communicating. I don't think you have to be like, oh, I'm in the middle of a divorce, but I think you could be like, I'm not looking for anything serious. What
That's
you know that you're not shady.
You know what you could do? I don't know if there's an option for it, like on your dating apps or whatever it is. Just write divorced. And then when you stop talking, be like, full disclosure, I put divorce, I'm getting divorced, it's happening next month. I just want to put my cards on the table. And I think anybody normal will respect that, especially if all you're looking to do is have a good time. But I highly encourage that you go have a good time.
Okay. We just got a really good confession in. Can we add an extra one? Can we do a second confession segment? Dear Eliza, I'm secretly a millionaire. I have over $1 million in the bank. What's the problem, you ask? No one knows I'm rich, not even my live-in boyfriend of 5 years. I've always lived a frugal lifestyle, saved and invested to get to this milestone. While I occasionally treat my friends to dinner or a comedy show ticket, I do not show any extravagant signs of wealth. I wear secondhand clothes and drive a used 2010 car. I know $1 million isn't what it used to be, but many of my friends live paycheck to paycheck, so I don't feel I can discuss my financial successes with them. I find it easier to keep quietly stockpiling money. Despite this achievement, I'm still the person who will argue the incorrect sale price ringing up at the grocery store or negotiate the price of a used dryer on Craigslist. Why am I the way I am? Because you're smart.
Okay, fine. Because you don't get rich by spending money. Or you kind of do, but
right below
because
a certain
it takes
amount.
money. It takes I don't know what the adage is.
When repairs are needed on the home I own, I tell my boyfriend I'm taking out a loan to have it repaired, then pay cash on the down low. I tell him things like, next paycheck, I'll take care of it. Maybe it makes me feel more relatable and not an ass for asking him to pay his share of things. I also don't know what I'm saving for, but I have faith that one day I will come out of hiding and ball out or retire early. Sincerely, the secret millionaire next door.
I love that for you. I love to hear a woman being fiscally responsible. It does not matter how much money you have. You should always check the price of things. You should always negotiate. You should always pay cash. Like all of these things are right and you are setting yourself up. You don't have to be. Money is for a rainy day. I firmly believe in that. Like I save money and I have money for emergencies so I can throw money at a problem. I don't make money so that I can buy bedazzled fucking iPhone covers and fancy sneakers, whatever. You're doing great. I think it's going to be a little shitty when your boyfriend realizes you do have money and you were making him pay. He should be paying his way. You guys should be splitting stuff if you are sharing that house.
If he's not, but if he's not, and if he doesn't have any vested interest in this house and he's paying an equal rent and stuff, that's shitty.
Is she saying that?
No, I'm just saying like
he shouldn't pay equal rent if it's your house. That's ridiculous. But this idea that you're crying, as long as you're not crying poor to get money out of people,
yes,
that's fine. And he should be paying because he is living somewhere. He should be paying for some sort of arrangement. Myself included, not all couples have it completely 50-50. Sometimes that's not doable, but
how would you feel? I mean, this is not a question, I guess, but I'm interested by this, that like they've been together 5 years and she hasn't told him.
You know what? You're not married, so he actually is not entitled to be privy to any of your financial information.
Yeah.
If you get married, then that's going to be like a weird, sticky surprise. But this is also money that you've scrimped and saved. And as long as you didn't make it off of his back, like as long as you weren't secretly overcharging him or making him, as long as he's paying for things that he should be paying his way for, it's not an issue. My husband has no idea how much money I have. And I am not positive how much he has. I could take a guess. But the truth is like, it's my money. It's his money. Then we have the things we do together, like whatever.
Are you leaving any of it to Tian Fu in your will?
Martin Bashir will have full-time security. The idea that a Tibetan Spaniel would outlive a human being is crazy.
All right. Hello, Eliza and baby
literally
Arm.
under my foot sleeping. I'm pressing down on her little doggy rib cage.
Oh,
to remind
don't do
her
that.
To beat her heart. No, I'm reminding her. Beep, beep.
Oh, she needs help. Hello, Eliza and baby Arm. Is Emily still called this anymore? Much love to you both. I need help with my love bomber.
She outgrew it. The arm is still the same, but she outgrew the name.
I'm adult Arm now.
Mm-hmm. Grand baby Arm.
Cue the bomb sound, hot Scotty. I need help with my love bomber. For context, I'm a 30-year-old woman. In the last month, I was brutally broken up with by my long-term partner. I got in a head-on collision, which resulted in totaling my vehicle, and I found out I have cancer.
Oh my.
Yay. Needless to say, it's been a difficult month. In the midst of all this, a male friend, let's call him Chris, swooped in. He told me he's always liked me, he was just waiting for me to break up with my boyfriend. I was hopeful that this could be a fun, casual thing to help me take my mind off the bullshit that is my life right now. I expressed this to him from the beginning and made it clear I'm not capable of offering anything emotional right now, but that I enjoy his company and the sex is great.
Okay.
Let me tell you, this man did not listen. He's constantly buying me crazy expensive presents just because, surprising me with cute and thoughtful things like coffee and flowers. He's taken to fixing things around my apartment and generally being useful in a variety of ways, all the cancer stuff. I have to physically kick him out after a couple of days because he would never leave otherwise. He showers me constantly with compliments. These are all things that we're supposed to want as women, right? But it just seems like way too much, way too fast. The other night, I was half asleep with him in bed. He started telling me how wonderful I am and that he loves me. I didn't say it back. It has only been 3 weeks. How do I put the brakes on this?
He's been in love with you for a long time.
Yeah.
He had a running start.
Yeah. How do I put the brakes on this, or at least ask him to simmer things down a bit without hurting his feelings? I think he's a genuinely good person. This is just how he shows he cares. It just feels like I don't deserve all of this and I don't want to be smothered. It's exhausting. Help. I adore you too. Anonymous.
You have cancer. Like, you don't have the bandwidth to reciprocate. I don't like that you said, I feel like I don't deserve this, because that's different than the rest of this.
The smothering, I understand that.
Smothering,
I feel like
I understand.
And also, I think if somebody's giving you so many compliments, it can then feel like, oh, they're all fake. Do you know what I
It
mean?
starts to feel disingenuous.
Yes.
And the smothering is valid. I don't deserve this. Is it that you feel you don't deserve this, or do you feel that you just can't reciprocate it? I think that's where the not deserving is coming from. You're saying I don't, because like anytime Noah does something nice for me, which is often, I'm like, yeah, I deserve this.
Right.
I'm your jewel. I'm your crown jewel. But you should feel like you deserve it. But I think your bigger issue is I feel that I don't deserve it because I am incapable of reciprocating at this level now or in general.
Yeah.
He is making up for lost time because he's always loved you. You need to tell him how you feel. And if you lose him, that's fine. Like if he can't handle it, then this was never the guy for you, because that means he can't listen to you. So he's thinking, let me do all these things. She seems to like it. Plus she's going through a tough time. I want to be there for her. And you need to explain to him, I require less. And I just want you for now, but it's actually, I'm afraid it's going to start to push me away. So can we just take it easy and get to know each other better?
Yeah.
You have to say those things, because at the end of the day, it's what I always talk about. You have to express yourself. And if you are not in a place in a relationship where you can express your needs, it doesn't matter how well they treat you, they're not treating you well.
And if he is this genuinely good man that it sounds like he might be a little like kicked puppy, like, whoa, all my nice things, but he'll understand. I think he wants to be there for you in the way you want him there.
Also, men love a woman who doesn't give back as much. Like when I dated that psychopath who I wrote the movie about, and then I was like a broken person, multiple guys were like, can you just be my girlfriend? And I was just like, I can't do it. And they were like, cool, I'll hang around. Men love it. That's why you always meet someone when you're focusing on yourself. That's why, by the way, you must be so hot to be like, I totaled my car and I have cancer. And this guy's like, I need to be under you.
Please, I've been waiting.
Yeah. So,
good for you.
Hottie. Express yourself, because you will get the ick very soon.
Yeah. But I don't think take advantage, but I don't think you have to feel guilty for
You don't have to feel guilty about anything.
letting someone be there for you when you're dealing with a lot.
There also might be that. It might be that you're not used to that, or you feel bad about yourself. You need to get in tune with what it is. Do you actually like him? Do you feel you could like him? Or are you just like mentally exhausted from being really ill and you're just like, I don't have the time to suss this out right now. And that's totally fair.
Yeah.
If he wants to do all these things, that is on him. But if it's making you uncomfortable, you need to express that.
Yeah. Okay, Cobbs.
It's the talk with a cob. We're doing it right every day. You just take a bite, top of the cob.
Because we are recording this in advance, because this actually ties into, we're recording in advance because I cannot bring my podcast recording equipment because I travel very lightly. My bottom of the cob is this fucking 3-ounce liquid rule. Like, I just hate that we are 20 years away from 9/11 and we're still like, it's gotta be 3 ounces. It's a hate crime against
I can
women.
wear my shoes now.
Yeah, I got products that I need. Well, you better put it in a little container and then you can just rebuy everything when you get to fucking Bucharest. I just, ugh. It's a mask that you want to wear. Oh, it's 3.2 ounces. You don't want the plane to explode.
Oh boy.
Because we're still dealing with this shit. We've entered World War III and I still got to put my shampoo in a container. Get the fuck
Yeah,
out.
what are you going to do with those liquids?
Oh,
Something
and also
bad.
fuck you, Heathrow, with your own systems of weights and measures. It's got to go in its own new plastic bag, and you are just subject to whatever person happens to be working at security. I'm not going through Heathrow because I'm a veteran of travel, and I'm going to Europe through Europe. But just know that if you go through the UK, it's a whole nightmare to get to Europe. Go on. That's my bottom.
Okay, fan bottom.
And bottom.
My 6-year-old has outgrown the little girl sizes and the big girl stuff is too big girly. I want the sweet, adorable, cutesy clothes. She's still a baby.
Tiny baby clothes. Tiny tushies.
My bottom will be, I won't do being sick. That's boring. But I will say I'm at the point where I feel like everything is purging out of me and I'm just sweating so much. Oh my God. When I was at the milk panel, they said milk is sweat sucked through a skin straw. Like milk is like sweat with fats in it.
Did someone say this who was not a mother that is breastfed? Because you're making something disgusting that actually is very normal.
It was like, I mean, no, it was like mammalogists and like, it was like scientists talking about like cockroach milk is in crystals and platypus milk is a sweat gland that goes out onto their hair and the babies lap it up.
No,
You know,
platypus
like,
is a fucking weird animal.
yeah, no, it was a very interesting
weird
panel
hybrid.
about milk, but I'm sweating not milk because I'm just like sickly. And so I'm just like,
But I believe your sweat is white and thick. You
that's
need
how
to
I
sweat.
feed my children.
I would, if I were you, I would just keep. You got to get it out. You got stuff
And
in
I
there.
turn
You got
very red.
Dorito dust from the late 90s. You got to get it out.
The late 90s. No, in the late 90s, please don't. When I lived at my parents' house as a child, my mom fed me very healthy.
It's just Gushers
And
juice.
everything went off the rails when I went to college and could choose my own meals. So
Sweat
I was
it
like
out.
when the Amish go to Rumspringa and I never went back.
I never sprang back.
Okay,
Fan bottom.
top. No, I did fan bottom. 6-year-old clothes.
Oh, that's right. So sad.
So sad. We got a fan top.
Okay.
That is so specific to our medical community. And they post it's in the Patreon. Share Your Cobb is one of our threads for the free members and anyone. And they shared top and then a photo of a little robot. And it says the cute little pharmacy robot is more active at night, delivering medications to the floors. It can even ride the elevator. Okay, this little pharmacy robot getting on the elevator is like that's what we should be using robots for. Little delivery men within a building.
Adorable.
What's your top? Or do you want me to do top?
You go.
Pest Nation does my pest stuff at my home. And the guy who came out today, he called to be like, I'm coming out. And I was like, I like poked my head out and I was like, I'm sick. So is it anything inside today or just because sometimes they just have to go outside and spray stuff, do it. They don't have to come inside. But I know I have an exclusion due. So I was like, and he's like, no. And I remember like this doesn't open in this about the last time we talked. Like he remembered the last time he was at my house. He was a very nice man. And something about that made me feel very cared for. And I was like, thank you so much. And he's like, I hope you get better. Half my office is sick right now. It's tough. And I'm like, thank you.
Okay. Yeah. Feeling taken care of. I'll make that my top. The long story short is we had an event at our house and the person who was hired to help clean just thought that everything in the world should go down the garbage disposal. No matter how many times my husband told her, like, please put things in the trash. She was just like, what if I just didn't listen? And it broke our garbage disposal, which is really annoying when you volunteer to host something. And we had to call plumbers that we'd had before. So $250 later, they snaked the drain from this woman jamming food down a disposal that's not supposed to handle it. They did not charge us the after hours fee, which was nice. And Noah had said to me, he was like, there's something very comforting about like a burly dad who's also like, yeah, I got 2 kids too. And like, there's that thing where you're like, hey, we both have kids. We get how shitty everything can be when you're tired. They didn't charge the after hours fee, not because of that. They already said they wouldn't, but because they'd been to our house before. Maybe they remembered we were nice. I don't know, but that was cool. It's always nice when you can connect with the people helping you. Okay.
Maybe Noah gave him one of his hot dogs.
If you're hearing this, it's when?
September 24th.
Noah gave him one of his hot dogs? What are you talking about? September 24th. For any Jews listening, Happy New Year. Unless I got the day wrong. That's the thing with an ethnic holiday, a Jewish holiday. I feel like no matter what I say, it's like, actually, technically, it begins at midnight and you said it wrong and you're not Jewish. Happy Rosh Hashanah. Happy New Year. Let's all hope for a better rest of the year, right? Regardless of your religion.